literally just committing crimes, being an absolute nuisance and calling it a prank. You're not being a prankster, you're annoying and no one likes you. I know when I'm going out in public and I really want to make somebody laugh, I'm going to walk up to them in a serious tone and go, I'm going to rob you. This person could possibly be my father acting like he's a 5-year-old child. You know, if you commit a crime that you're going to get security called on you. I don't know if you guys do that. You don't have to be a viral goon to live a good life. Sorry, you're not a child, Vitaly. You're a grown man, and it's time for you to be treated like one. Welcome to my channel, everybody. If you know me, you know who I am. If you don't, my name is Trey Fab. I'm a React content creator. I like to make different React content, whether that be on basketball, different basketball creators, or the modern NBA in general. I also like to make React content on TikTok, YouTube, nonsense. So if you like brain rot, I'm the guy for you. And if you like basketball insight, I'm the guy for you. With that being said, today, we're going to be reacting to Vitaly just lost everything. Curious on what this is about, but we'll go ahead and get this started.
So years ago on YouTube, back when the pranking genre was the hottest trend around, you had a YouTuber named Vitaly who found himself at the top of the mountain.
Should I sit back with you? My wife was pregnant and she fell down the stairs. I mean, I kind of pushed her, to be honest.
And this is my friend Yusuf. He's gonna check it out. And if you see this, my channel is Vitaly's TV.
He's crazy, man. Getting hundreds of millions of views, starring in his own movie, and raking in millions of dollars. Now, after a while, the genre would cannibalize itself.
All these other YouTube pranksters that you see, they're all fake. And let me tell you a little bit about these. Number one, FouseyTube, you're the biggest on YouTube. You're a crybaby. You had guts to say that 99% pranks are fake. Yeah, because 1% real is me.
The internet would move on, and Vitaly would ruin his public image in a variety of ways, with the most damning being a criminal offense where he attacked...
A criminal offense? Let me tell you something. That's all I know prank channels to be. It's just, hey guys, today we're going to commit a felony, prank style. It's not a prank. And it gets annoying because there's so many. There was a recent story that happened. I say recent, but damn, it's crazy how time flies. This was over a year ago, so not too recent, huh? But there was a story, right, of here, let's just look up the story. All right, so if you guys know who this guy is, his name's Tanner Cook, YouTuber, prankster. He likes to do pranks like, I steal people's groceries, look how they react. Or, I steal people's stuff at a tennis court, look how they react. Like, literally just committing crimes, being an absolute nuisance and calling it a prank. You're not being a prankster, you're annoying and no one likes you. But here's what happened when he ended up pranking someone in a mall. So let's look at this real quick.
It's shocking, never-before-seen video that led to the shooting of a notorious YouTube prankster. You can see the prankster. He's the 6'5" dude in the white baseball cap. His target is a guy named Alan Coley, and he's holding a bag of food he just picked up at the food court at the Dulles Town Center in Virginia. At one point, the 31-year-old Coley shoves the phone out of his face. But the prankster, 21-year-old Tanner Cook, is unrelenting. But the prankster never expected this reaction. A bullet fired into...
So, should he have been shot? No, absolutely not. He should not have been popped. But let's go ahead and break this down, because if you guys know me from my content, I also like to make basketball analyst content. I like to talk about basketball games and react to basketball videos. Let's go ahead and watch this a step at a time. So he approaches. Should have left here, but he didn't. He says, go away. He keeps closer. He starts to back up. He gets closer. He keeps backing up. He pushes the phone out his face. Gets closer. Steps away. He gets closer, and then he gets popped. Now, should he have been popped? No. Was that escalated quickly? Yes. But this is what we call fuck around and find out. Why are you approaching strangers and doing stupid shit to them? You don't know these people. They don't know you. They don't know how you're going to react, and you don't know how they're going to react, right? That's why you do harmless stuff that doesn't put you in harm's way. You do pranks that's not going to put you in the eyes of the law a criminal, or in the eyes of society a victim, because you end up getting popped. You don't do this. When someone says stop, go away, you stop. I don't understand why that's so hard to understand. So when it comes to these pranksters, it's hard for me to feel bad because a lot of these pranksters don't know when to stop pushing the line. All they want to do is just keep pushing people, pushing people, pushing people, pushing people, pushing people. And if we look at his content, I wonder if it's still up. His content is nothing like, oh, it's just childish stuff. He did nothing wrong. Fake mall security prank. I saw this one. He actually goes in there, acts like security, and messes with people, tells them to leave and shit like that. Accusing people of stealing prank. This isn't even funny. Okay? You're just fucking with people's day. Snitching on my cameraman prank. I guess that's fine. Almost arrested for this. No fucking shit. Asking workers to help us steal prank. That's just annoying. Breaking store items in front of workers prank. Again, annoying as fuck. Peeing in stores prank. That's indecent exposure. That's a crime. It's not a prank. His prank is not here. Here it is. Tanking people's groceries prank. Again, a crime. This is a crime. He's been walked out by a cop. This is a crime. This is why it's so annoying, right? Because this is a crime. This is a crime. You're committing crimes. And you're disguising it as pranks. And it's not pranks. But nonetheless, I digress. Let's keep going. This is why I don't feel bad for, like, pranksters getting in trouble with the law. Because you guys damn near break the law at every turn. So you're bound to get in trouble for it. Don't be a dumbass. You fuck around and you find out.
This random woman who was out jogging in public, striking her in the head multiple times, and leaving her with injuries so severe that I cannot show her image in this video.
That's actually this girl for no reason. No one's gonna forgive me about this.
Random jogger female. He came to her, tried to give her a hug. She refused, and then he started punching.
Now after that, Vitaly would disappear for a couple of years from the internet, but he would later return as an IRL streamer. At first doing his usual thing, harassing people out in public.
Can I see you? Can I see you? Get the out of here.
But over time, he would turn into one of many vigilante catchers, although he did this in a very unprofessional way, often beating or humiliating these people for online brownie points, which would of course result in botched operation after botched operation, to where these nasty guys could walk away without facing any sort of legal justice, leading many people to question Vitaly's true motives. Like even the police themselves criticized the stupid ways that he was moving, all for the sake of his own content. Now,
yeah, if you're going to do a predator catching program, first of all, I think it's stupid to go about it that way because you're just telling the predator how to be better next time. That's it. If you don't work with law enforcement, you will shun them in society. Sometimes it can help, like with the EDP situation. Sometimes it can help because what was his revenue stream? He was getting a lot of money online. That was his main source of revenue. Kind of shot him down as far as that goes, right? So it helps destroy his revenue stream and to talk to more kids if that's something he is doing, right? But here's where it doesn't help, to put him in jail. Because moving forward, he's going to see the red flags and go, oh, I'm going to be careful with this person because this person's kind of saying the same similar shit that this person that was saying to me before, and I got poached by the predator poachers, right? That was their name, something like that. So, and Gideon. So, when it comes down to it, sometimes it can work. Sometimes it can help. Like, I got nothing. What is his name? Skeeter Gene? That guy? He works with the cops. There's nothing wrong if you're going to work with authorities to try to get these guys locked up. Fuck it. I'm all for it. Okay? But what I'm not for is what Vitaly does. And he's like, oh, what's the weirdest and kookiest thing with these predators that I can do to get content? Because not only are you teaching these guys how not to get caught next time, they're not getting in any legal trouble. And, funny enough, you're giving them the easiest way out. The easiest way out. So, don't do that. If you're going to do this predator shit, you want to catch these guys, work with the authorities to make sure they get in trouble so they're not able to do this shit again. Don't make content out of it and make a kooky fun video and then they just disappear because they're randos. Not every single one of these guys are EDP. They disappear. You know, they get shunned in their little society and their little group of people. But in life, we never see them again. We never hear from them again. And they may fuck around and do some abhorrent shit to an unsuspecting victim. make sure they're not able to do it again. Make sure you work with authorities. So that's my feelings as far as that shit goes. And he went about it the entire wrong way. And there is a way to go through it the right way. And he decided not to do that.
Regardless of this criticism, many people still felt that what he was doing was a net positive for society, and so he began to regain public favor online for around the last year. But now Vitaly has gotten himself into a Johnny Somali type of situation, going overseas to the Philippines, and potentially ruining what was left of his career and his reputation. So essentially, Vitaly was going out in public harassing random unassuming people. This was one of the clips that really went viral.
Sorry. I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal.
What is even that? I'm going to rob you. Ah, yes, the classic prank. Why haven't I thought of that before? I know when I'm going out in public and I really want to make somebody laugh, I'm going to walk up to them in a serious tone and go, I'm going to rob you. So funny. Haha.
Go get your vaccine. Trying to give you money, but all right.
And you guys will see this kind of becomes a running theme throughout the video. Vitaly thinks that just because maybe he gives out some money or does some good deeds, that in turn he can just act however he wants, he can threaten people out in public, he can mess with random police officers, he can steal things from malls, he can drive recklessly through the streets, when obviously just because you do some good deeds, it doesn't mean you can just be a total asshat for the rest of your life. Here I just wanted to show you guys more clips of him harassing people out in public, including several police officers.
Can I shove this up your booty?
What?
Is that okay or no? Okay.
Huliin mo, kuya. Huliin mo yan. Huliin mo yan.
He's not chasing me, boss. I want you to chase me.
So as you guys can see, the authorities over in the Philippines seem to be a lot more reserved than what we have here in America.
Look at that ass. I'm gay. Autistic. I'm autistic.
Grown man. This is a grown man. I want you guys to understand this. This is a grown man. This person could possibly be my father, acting like he's a 5-year-old child.
So yeah, basically this guy is just pushing 40 years old, making a complete ass of himself out in public.
Can I give you a kiss? No, I have a question for you.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure my dad is 40. Yeah, this guy, yeah. Yeah, nice.
I'm the new general in town, motherfuckers.
Another running theme here seems to be that he thinks that he can treat the authorities over in the Philippines with the utmost disrespect.
This much? I'm a homosexual.
And to me, it's just like, at what point does your brain mature past the age of like 12 years old? Like, how long is he gonna do this same bit that he's been doing for well over a decade and still get his jollies out of it?
I told you, Vitaly's back. Real king.
And here in this next clip is...
Even if he was doing it for a decade, how old is he? We need an official age. Let's get an official age on this. Oh, there he is. 33. Damn. Okay, so he can't be. He's not my dad's age. Damn. 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 I don't know, man. I guess I can kind of see it. If you would have told me this guy is 40, I would 100% agree with it. Damn. Damn. I don't know what else to say to that. But let's stop that, okay? Can we stop saying pushing? He's not even in the mids yet. That's how I feel. You're pushing 30. I'm not even mid. You're pushing 30. You're pushing 40. Nigga's 33. What the hell? Still immature as fuck, because that means he would have been 23 when he started his content. Or pushing 30. Pushing 30. But he would have been 23 when he started his content, which is still immature. You can be a little immature, but still, the shit he's doing is even weird for a 23-year-old, let alone a 33-year-old. This is weird fuck.
When one of the alleged crimes occurs, as Vitaly appears to steal this LED mask right from the mall.
Shangri? Shangri. They won't recognize me.
They're gonna call mall security with that one. It's fine.
I look like a different person.
They're gonna call security because you got that.
And it's almost like he's getting a kick out of the fact that he's breaking more and more laws.
They're gonna call mall security because you stole something. Wow, isn't that crazy, guys? You know, if you commit a crime, that you're gonna get security called on you. I don't know if you guys knew that.
He's also being a complete idiot by following in Johnny Somali's footsteps and live streaming the entire thing, literally incriminating himself and giving the authorities there the evidence they need to actually indict him.
No,
And I just truly have to wonder, who sits at home for hours on end and actually enjoys digesting this type of content? Like, can you imagine in your formative years being raised by this type of idiot?
Things gonna end bad. I'm gonna get arrested. Oh no! Oh no, mommy! Oh no, mommy! I'm gonna get arrested.
And honestly, for Vitaly,
Grown man. I know I say this again and again, but this is a grown-ass man. I truly don't understand how people like this come to fruition. I talk about this in many of my videos whenever I call these people out. I don't get, nor do I understand, why someone like this gains a platform and continues to push out disgusting content that blows up. I'm going to make IRL content here next, what's today? Next Thursday or Friday. I'm going to make IRL content. I might do some lives. I'm going to do some selfies. I'm going to make a few YouTube shorts. I won't make videos because since it's not, I'm going to make like one overarching video, but not, I'm going to post a bunch of YouTube shorts, so pay attention to that. Pay attention to my lives. I'm going to go live and do IRL content because I'm going to be in Vegas with my wife because we saved up. We're going to Vegas and we're going to enjoy WrestleMania. We're going to walk the strip. I'm going to go live. I'm going to show you guys, show all 5 of you guys that come to my live. But no, I'm going to show you, and even I'm going to keep my live up. So even if, you know, you can't make it to my live, it'll be in my live section so you can go watch it. I'm going to show you guys the strip. I'm going to show pictures. I'm going to make an overarching video, like one with me and my wife, so you guys can see the experience that we had and talk about it. I'm also going to make a WrestleMania reaction video. See how many of y'all are a little bit of wrestling fans. See how that video performs. But I'm not going to do any cringy or disgusting shit. Some of you may find it as boring. I'm going to show you guys landmarks. I'm going to be talking with my wife. I'm going to be showing you guys cool shit. I'm going to be pointing it out. That's what I'm going to do. You know, I'm going to be in Vegas. It's going to be fun. And a lot of the videos I'm going to take is going to be for keepsakes anyway, because I love taking videos for my wife, because we like going back and looking at the things we've done together as a couple and smiling at them. So it's no sweat off my back. But doing this shit, I don't understand how this gains an audience. It doesn't make sense. This isn't funny. This isn't cool. You're in a cool country. Why not just show the surroundings? Talk about where you're at. Give a little history lesson. I don't know. Talk about where you're going. Talk to your crowd of people. Ask how their day is going. That's what I would do. I don't care if there's 2 of you guys in a live. I'm going to say, how are you guys doing? What are you guys up to today? Look at this. Look at this cool shit. There's a fucking pyramid, an Eiffel Tower, and a giant-ass wheel in Vegas. You think I'm not going to show you guys that? Like, guys, look at this fucking shit. We're going to go on all 3, by the way. And I'm going to show videos, and if I can, lives of it too. Like, there's so much cool content you can make, and my shit is definitely not going to hit major views. It's not. I want it to, but it's not. I get that. I'm still working towards it. I got 162 of you following me, and I love every single one of you. But still, I know it's not going to hit a shit ton of views, but I'm still going to be putting it out there for you guys to see. You could be doing that shit. You could be hitting a shit ton of views and not be an obnoxious piece of shit. I just don't get why these guys continue to be obnoxious, annoying, and disgusting human beings at the age of 30. You have a bunch of kids watching you. Why don't you be an inspiration? You know, if I was in your shoes, I'm not, but if I was, I would do what I am doing. When I go live, I'm going to be with my wife. I'm going to be respecting my wife. I'm going to be respecting the people around me. I'm going to be showing the cool shit that's around me. I'm going to be a respectful person no matter where I'm at. Say please and thank you to the workers that are with me or in front of me, whatever place I may be. Just a decent human being. So then if a kid does watch my shit and ends up watching me, they'll go, oh, this guy's kind of kooky. This guy's kind of funny, you know, a bit vulgar. I do be swearing a lot, you know. I swear a lot. I need to watch my mouth, but it is what it is, huh? Fuck me. But he's a bit vulgar. But hey, you know, I like this guy. He's respectful to people around him. He showed me Vegas, which was pretty cool. And he showed me a lot of cool landmarks there. And he talked about WrestleMania. And I love John Cena, even though he's kind of on a heel run right now. But that's what I would be doing. And I'm going to do that anyway. But you could be doing that. You could be a liked person. I don't know why it's so hard for these big creators to just be liked. Is it that hard? Just build an audience that likes you. It's not that difficult, my guy. It is so much easier to build your audience off of love than hate. I've said this again and again and again. Like, I don't understand it.
That would not age well at all.
Hello!
That's my only fan left in the chat. I buy this from the store.
Shangri-La po ito. Saan po yung Shangri-La?
Dadali pa sa room, sir.
Here, film it from yourself. Let me see.
Oh my God, so many laws have been broken today.
And as it turns out, his buddy there was absolutely correct. Here's just a bonus clip of him driving recklessly through the streets of the Philippines.
Shit.
So the idiot is kind of just running around racking up charge after charge. Obviously, the people of the Philippines were not happy after all this started going viral. They even started this petition. Never seen such arrogance. Russian YouTuber Vitaly came to Wii Sports, disrespected our local staff, refused a safety helmet, then ran away, and told his livestream followers to destroy our business with fake reviews to 1 star.
No, I'm gonna make a lesson out of him because I was nice to him. He lost.
No.
That's his. Are you sure that's his? I don't want to destroy someone's business. That's his. Wii Sports. Go leave a Yelp review. 1 star.
They say they have video proof of everything, but that they are unfortunately getting review bombed, saying that's not only pathetic, but illegal, disgusting, and this person should really get taught a lesson, which obviously I completely agree with. And so on the actual petition, it's been signed by around 3,100 people, and this is all in an effort to ban Vitaly from pretty much all social media. They say Vitaly verbally assaulted a Filipino instructor with vulgar, sexually degrading remarks.
So knees position is always in this area?
Yeah, you want me on my knees, huh? Like this.
Knees position.
Like that? You want me to like ride you like a reverse cowgirl? Okay.
And then obviously he refused to follow these mandatory safety rules.
We need to learn first the technique of this kind of voice.
Wow, okay.
Okay, sir.
Oh, yeah, teach me.
If we're already there, we're gonna be practicing in 5 minutes to understand how to take off the words.
And it's funny because their evidence
Grown man. I've said this again and again, but this is a grown-ass man. You're such an immature piece of shit. I'm sorry, it just pisses me off. If you're gonna build content, if you're someone that's watching me, okay, and you're starting out with 5 subscribers, one thing I can tell you is to keep trying. And you may be looking at me and be like, bro, you get like 50 views a video. You got like 162 subscribers. You're gonna tell me to keep trying? Yes, because I started with 2 views a video. I started with 2 subscribers, okay? One of my most viewed videos right now is sitting at like 5K. I have like 10 1K videos. Back when I first started, I had like 100 view video. I thought I was going viral, and it felt great. I had 100 view video with like 10 subscribers. I in that moment felt viral. Now I get 100 views on a video. I feel like that's a really good video. But my average is around 50-ish. 20-ish is about an like below average video. 50-ish is about average. 100 is above average. And that's where I sit at. Keep trying. Because you're building an audience. You can go viral, and you may have something go viral. But the one thing about going viral is we learn time and time and time again, going viral is not always good. Because I never thought I would hit 20 people until I hit 20. Then I never thought I'd hit 40 until I hit 40. Then I never thought I'd hit 100 until I hit that. I never thought I'd get past 150, and now I'm at 160. When I first started this journey, I never thought I'd get to 500. And now I'm at the point where I feel like I can get there. I feel like it might be slow, but I think I can get there. I think I might be able to get there by Christmas time. And that would have never crossed my mind. Never. Never would I think I would hit 500 subscribers by Christmas time. And that's slow. That means I might be at like 2,000 subscribers by next Christmas. And that's slow. That's slow. But it's growth. Because I'm building an audience that actually likes to hear me talk. I'm building an audience that actually likes to listen to me, watch me play video games with my friends, listen to me rant about bullshit, that likes me for me. I'm not going viral because I decided to say a bunch of slurs in a video. Like my most watched video, it's not me going crazy. I feel like my most watched video is like a LeBron video because it is a little bit of virality in there. It's me being goofy. I sung a LeBron song. Well, I sung Drake's song that was in LeBron's AI voice for like a minute straight, and then I blew out a candle for LeBron as I wore his jersey. I can probably guess why that's my most viewed video, or second most viewed video. I can probably guess why. Okay? It's a little bit of virality in there. But that's just my personality. I didn't do anything insane, anything crazy. I didn't set off a firework. No disrespect to Speed. I didn't do anything insane. I just was me. I was more goofier than I usually was in that video, but I was just me. And I'm showing my true personality. People liked it. I got more people to follow me. I got people to watch my video, but it is what it is. Just be yourself. Slowly grow. Don't ever think I want to blow up big. I want to blow up big. And don't ever think, oh, I'm only sitting at like 50 followers. Who cares? That's not enough. Just keep going. Fuck it. This takes time out of my day, and it does. Right? But, if I wasn't doing this, I might just be playing video games with my friends. And sometimes I'm live playing video games with my friends while I do this. I'm willing to even give up sleep, because right now I'm working full-time, and I'm going to school full-time, and I got a wife. And I'm trying to lose some weight, so I'm going to the gym. So I'm very busy. But I'm willing to lose some sleep to try to do this, because this is something I really want to do. It's something I really want to do. And there may be a point. Maybe it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5. There may be a point where I just go, it's just not working out. And that'll be a sad day. I might even cry. And if that point does come, I want everybody to know who watches my channel, I'm not going to leave you high and dry. I know there's some YouTubers that try, and it doesn't work out. So if you are a basketball fan of mine or a drama fan of mine, one thing I want you to understand, if I get to the point where I just go, it's not going to work, you will get a goodbye video from me. I don't care if I'm sitting at 152 subscribers or 1,500 subscribers, and it's been like 5 years and it's just not working out. I will sit down, I will make a goodbye video, and I'll probably cry because this is fun. I do go in the comments to you guys. You guys do comment. I do respond to them. I do like seeing them. I do like the community that I'm building, and that's what you guys should be doing. It should be about genuinity. Don't worry about virality. Who gives a fuck about virality? Don't worry about that, because what you want to be is yourself, and the last thing you want to be is an image of yourself, because that's the only thing people are going to remember when you get a mugshot for doing terrible shit for attention.
Is literally just his own live stream. So yeah, now they basically are requesting him to be banned on all socials, and they essentially want to ban and blacklist him from re-entering the Philippines, calling him a threat to public dignity and safety. And my guy down here actually had 2 video replies that I absolutely loved.
People like Vitaly need to be banned. What an idiot.
And I gotta say, while that message was short, it was also very wise from our buddy here. And this other American Voyager content creator would actually show up to confront Vitaly about his behavior.
Why are you asking you why even make that content? Genuinely. Because like I'm speaking up for a large majority of people. Shut the
do whatever I want. What are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
I swear to God, bro.
A real conversation.
I don't have a conversation with you, bro.
That's fair. You don't want to have a conversation with reality. You
want to have a conversation with reality? What have you done in your life that's positive, bro? What have you done? Show me proof.
I'm not a lolcow online fucking with people.
Oh, so you came to press me, yeah?
No. Yeah, you have a genuine conversation.
And your genuine conversation what? I'm telling you exactly what's going on.
And so it's kind of just the same sentiment that people had for Johnny Somali, like, hey dude, you're coming here and acting like a total asshole, and you're gonna end up setting this precedent for all the other live streamers that are trying to actually, like, be good and show the better parts of these different countries and their culture. Now they're gonna start putting us all into this really bad pigeonhole.
And what do? You gotta watch my own
I watch your streams, you're a piece of shit, and I came here to say that to everybody. You're a literal piece of shit.
Perfect, amazing. Jesus loves you too. Let's go.
You're not gonna knock me out.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
I guarantee you're not gonna knock me out.
Yo, back off. Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
And I love how he goes from sarcastically saying, oh, Jesus loves you too, to now, like, I'm gonna knock you out, in the span of about 5 seconds.
I don't have security either. I'm literally just as big as you.
Okay, cool.
You don't shit with violence, bro.
I'm trying to walk away from you, and you're trying to follow me. You're harassing me.
I'm calling you out for being a piece of shit.
Okay, I'm a piece of shit. Congratulations.
Come here and you
okay, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm not gonna do nothing.
So stop following me.
I'm here speaking for the Filipino people.
Yeah.
When I say you're not gonna come here and the locals for views.
So yeah, big shout out to this guy for going out and standing up to Vitaly for the Filipino people, and really in the name of all the people with sense on the internet. I will definitely be including his channel in the description down below, and this is where we see Vitaly actually face the consequences for his actions. Russian YouTuber Vitaly who harassed—
Look at that. Look at that. This is what I said about being genuine, guys. 6.5 thousand subscribers. 6.5 thousand subscribers. Man, I wish I want to get there. 2,000 views, and he probably gets that per video. And you know what? He's probably making good money. You look at this, you may not think it's much, but it does add up over time. The AdSense add up over time. It may not be millionaire money, and that's okay, because it's still good money. I promise you he's making good money, especially living in the Philippines. He's probably making good money. And is he disrespecting the Philippines? No. Unlike Philippines, I bet you it's just Philippine content. Showing you guys things around there. Quote-unquote boring content, right? He's probably not fucking crazy. He probably has a personality, and he's probably less vulgar than me, right? But he's just showing you guys what's going on, what's over here, how's life going, little rants here and there. But he's being true to himself. He's being building an audience. You don't have to be a viral goon to live a good life. Sometimes just being yourself is all people want to see.
Below, and this is where we see Vitaly actually face the consequences for his actions. Russian YouTuber Vitaly, who harassed and disrespected Filipinos while filming at Bonifacio Global City, was caught by police officers in front of a hotel along Seaside Boulevard in Pasay City, and as you guys can see, even in his mugshot, this guy shows absolutely no remorse. He has this big old smirk on his face, and it's pretty clear at this point that Vitaly just sees himself as some sort of untouchable figure. Like, even when they brought him into the actual police station, the guy does not seem to be taking it very seriously.
Good evening. Okay, please your Miranda rights. Okay, sir. You have the right to remain silent.
So they read him his Miranda rights while he continues to smirk and even make kissy faces at the camera. It's obvious that he thinks this entire thing is kind of just a big joke, and he likely thinks that maybe he will just get deported at this point, and that they'll essentially just want to make this someone else's problem. Then they would actually hold a public press conference for Vitaly. In a lot of ways, I think they're trying to more or less make an example out of him. Today, Vitaly was dragged out in cuffs for a public press conference in the Philippines after his arrest on multiple criminal counts. This will absolutely disincentivize nuisance streamers. Huge W in finding these criminals. Other nations take note. Philippines did it right. And this account claims that the charges he was arrested on include unjust vexation, which essentially seems like disturbing the peace here in America. They say he was also arrested for alarm and scandal and attempted theft. And so even in the press conference, it was obvious that Vitaly was still not taking this very seriously. This man here in the front would essentially say that they plan to make an example out of Vitaly, that they plan to hold him there in the immigration detention facility, and that essentially they're not just going to deport him and in a lot of ways like kind of go light on him, and they're going to exercise all their power to make him go through hell, and not just give him a pass with deportation. As you guys can see in this next clip, Vitaly would continue with his antics, as he would give himself a small round of applause when they would play some of the clips of him harassing people out in public. And so obviously the guy has absolutely no respect for the Philippines nor their people. Like, even just walking into the courtroom that day, it seemed like he tried to have like this Tate Brothers coded photo shoot where he does the infamous hand sign. And it's just beyond obvious that he's not taking this seriously at all. And to me, it almost seems like he thinks he's some sort of badass for going out in public and acting like a complete asshole, breaking all these different laws and disrespecting all these different people at his big age. Like, if anything, they should honestly put him behind bars for like 30 years, and the offense should be making so many people.
I don't think he's gonna get 30 years. But I do like the fact that even if the crimes aren't like super serious and will land him a lot of time, I do like that they're trying to just disincentivize that behavior. They're like, listen, you know, maybe you don't get a shit ton of jail time, but we're gonna drag you through the fucking mud to put you in jail for like 3 months. Or put you in jail for 2 months. Or even, you do end up getting deported and you don't serve jail time. We're gonna drag you through the mud, drag you through the dirt just to get you there. Waste your time, waste your money, just like you wasted ours. You're gonna feel it. And I respect them for doing that. This is the action of your consequences. Consequences have actions. You want to be a disgusting, disturbing, annoying grown man, act like a child? Well, now you're going to be treated like a grown man. Sorry, you're not a child, Vitaly. You're a grown man, and it's time for you to be treated like one, even though you don't act like one.
Will cringe. Even the tourism secretary over in the Philippines would have some choice words for Vitaly.
The Department of Tourism strongly condemns any abuse by any tourist. Our country is well known for its unparalleled hospitality. We fully support our law enforcement agencies, including the Bureau of Immigration, in ensuring that the offending tourist is able to be meted out with a concomitant penalty under the law and suffers the consequences of having mistreated Filipinos in the country.
So yeah, she essentially said in this case we're not going to fuck around, and basically we're going to set the precedent that we don't want this happening all the time. I mean, it is really Johnny Somali that kind of opened up this can of worms, where these IRL streamers think they can go to these foreign lands and kind of just treat people however they want, while also breaking their laws and completely disrespecting their culture. And while it is nice to see some good old-fashioned civilian justice from time to time, seeing them face actual legal consequences in the country where they're actually harassing people is likely what it will take to detour more of these idiots from replicating this type of behavior. And so when this all went down, pretty much everyone online kind of unanimously agreed that Vitaly was a douchebag, but of course you had that fool Myron from Fresh and Fit standing up for him. He says, wow, what the fuck? Vitaly is a good guy. It bothers me to see this happen to him after he made such a huge change for the better in his life. He stopped drinking, drugs, was catching really bad PDFs, and was growing fast on Kick. Then he was creating problems in the Philippines by being a nuisance streamer like Johnny Somali. And here's the kicker, because you know these guys can never take accountability. He says, I don't know whose idea this was at Kick. This was an awful move to put one of their top streamers in serious trouble. As if Vitaly is not a grown man who's almost 40 years old, running around himself making these idiotic decisions. But no, let's blame some random people at Kick, like if they win.
That's crazy. That's bold. That's bold. Like, Johnny, he was acting like Johnny Somali and just doing terrible, disgusting things. Who at Kick put him in front of these cameras? Who did this? It's not his fault. What the fuck?
Went into his mind and controlled his fucking body. This press conference proves it's obvious the Philippines is going to try to make an example of Vitaly, which is great. I hope Vitaly gets out and makes a U-turn in his content. He is talented and does not need to make problematic content like this to get views. And honestly, guys, I had no problem with the vigilante justice that he was bringing in America against the PDFs, but at some point it almost seemed like it was more for the content and more for the got you moments than for these various people to actually be charged with the criminal offense. And so to me, it kind of defeats the purpose of the positive action. Like, this is yet another great example of that. This guy says, it's wild how all the media in the Philippines is highlighting the mistakes Vitaly made. My guy, it wasn't a mistake, it was straight up harassment. It was him straight up going out and being an absolute clown. But ignoring everything good he did while he was there. Nobody's perfect. Give the man some credit. He buys this little girl some shoes.
A little big? A little big or no?
He then goes and buys these two kids some cell phones.
She has a phone? No. So yeah, we'll buy 2 phones for them regular, yeah?
Who cares? Like, my grandma always told me, if you're not gonna be good all the time, don't be good half the time. Don't be half-ass in life. She always taught me, don't be half-ass in life, right? And that's what he's doing. No one's saying you have to be perfect. My grandma was even telling me that when she told me. What she was trying to get at is that if you're gonna try to be a good person the whole time. But don't try to put an image of you being a good person when secretly you're a piece of shit. And that's what's going on here. He's a piece of shit. Buying shit for people doesn't make you a good person. It can make you a good person, but it doesn't just equate to being a good person. I can buy my wife all the stuff in the world. I mean, I can't because I'm broke. But I do take care of her. Like I said, we saved up a lot of money. We're going to Vegas. You know. I'm not gambling. I refuse to do that. But I mean, them parlays, I don't know, just hit them and I can hit them slot machines. I don't know. But no, on the real, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But I could buy her all the stuff in the world, but if I treat her like shit, I treat her like shit. Money is only a portion of what you can do for good. It's your actions behind it as well. And just buying stuff is an action, but there's more you can do. And if you go around their country after buying stuff for them and treating people that they may know, or treating their neighbors, or treating their friends and their kinfolk like shit, that doesn't mean you're a good person. That means you're someone that wants to disguise yourself as a good person with the guise of money. And that's not how life works.
That's so you can communicate. Yes.
And then, of course, he just does the classic where he straight up hands out money to random people. I feel like oftentimes a lot of these guys who go around giving out money or buying things for people on camera, you know, all for the content, basically it seems like they feel like that's just going to exonerate them from all their other bad behavior. To me, it just kind of puts a blemish on everything positive that you're doing. But either way, we're going to have to see what happens with Vitaly. I don't know, this guy just has something very twisted in his head. Honestly, they shouldn't have let him come back after what he did to that woman. And at this point, to me, he's much worse than someone like Fusi, who obviously has had his fair share of idiotic moments, his fair share of blunders. But yeah, with a lot of these guys, it's just like, dude, you're getting pretty old. I think it's time to get off the internet, or at least time to stop with these antics. But either way, y'all let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think that they're going to detain Vitaly over there for quite some time? Do you think he'll end up being kind of scot-free of all of this? I want to know in the comments, but as always, also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other idiotic streamers out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace!
That was a good video. I like JAMARI. Okay. Yeah, I don't like Vitaly though. He's a piece of shit. If you guys like that video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if there's anything you want me to react to, and I will do so. But until next time, guys, that was a good video. Peace, deuces, love you, stay safe, be yourself. don't die. And deuces. Also, act your age. Please act your age. Thank you.